All right, apparently I haven't gone to school long enough to learn how to put on a microphone. It's always an honor to be back here, everybody. And first and foremost, our thoughts are absolutely with Southernmost Sasquatch. I'm so sorry about that loss for the whole nation. That's something that all of us will be thinking about for a long time to come. Kind of reminds me, has anybody been to Disney World?
Yes.
Well, you might not know this, but Walt Disney was a major visionary. And Disney World didn't just happen out of the blue. It's something that he planned for years and years and years and years. And finally, close to the time period that they started to build, Walt Disney actually passed away before they opened. And at the opening ceremony, Mrs. Disney took the honor of standing in place of her husband. And the master of ceremonies said to Mrs. Disney, "I really wish that Mr. Disney could have been here to see this." And she said, "Believe me, he is here to see this." And that's how I feel about our lost comrade, for the Canaveral Nation. Where's our third Eagle Feather earner that just walked off the... Congratulations, young man. That takes a lot of hard work. Another big aho.
Oh.
Very successful young man in the making right there. So, I know a lot of you have the same thought running through your mind, and I just wanted to kind of clear the air. A lot of you are wondering where you can get a cool buffalo shirt like this. All right, and the truth is, this is something that my mom got for me, probably through eBay, but it's a lot more comfortable than what I would typically wear for the ceremony. Okay, the aging out ceremony, guys, obviously is one of the more sacred traditions of our council, and I'm always honored to be back here to present this. Before we start, I'd actually like to talk to you, young braves, about some lessons that I've learned in life that I thought might be helpful for some of you young braves in the audience. In particular, I wanted to address the young braves who are aging out of the program tonight or who will be aging out of the program soon. Because before you know it, you're going to be a young adult making your way in the real world. And I want to make sure that you're ready for whatever life happens to throw your way. So the thing about life that I've learned is, some days it feels like it's really great. And other days, life feels like it's really hard. But at the end of the day, young braves, life is just what you make it. Okay, life is what you make it. Nothing more, nothing less. Life is just what you make it. So let me tell you what I mean by that. So some days, life's going to feel like it's really fun and fulfilling and adventurous. You're going to be hanging out with your friends and laughing. You're going to be having a great time with your family and making great memories like tonight. You're going to do really well on a test at school. There's going to come that time where you like a girl, and she's going to like you back. So you're going to have all this sunshine on your face. And you're going to have limitless possibilities at your fingertips, young braves. You're going to be happy. You're going to be content. You're going to feel like the luckiest guy in the whole world. And you are going to be convinced that you can achieve any goal that you put your mind to achieving. Young braves, how many of you have had a day like that before? Give me a big aho. Good. Good. See, life is good on days like that. But the thing is, not every day is going to be like that. Some days are going to be really hard. They're going to be hurtful. They're going to be empty. You're going to be sad. You're going to be lonely. And you're just not going to be yourself. Okay, it might be raining outside, so you can't hang out with your friends. You got a bad grade on a test at school. That girl that you like isn't giving you the time of day. You're wishing you could be someone that you're not. You're wishing you could buy something you can't have. You're wishing you could go somewhere, anywhere, that you can't go. you feel lost. You feel powerless. And you sure don't feel like you have anything to offer to the world. Young Braves, how many of you have had a day like that before? Give me a big aho. We all have. And we all will have many more. The thing is, Young Braves, everyone gets lost sometimes. Everyone falls sometimes. Everyone fails sometimes. And actually, that's a really good thing. Because if there's anything I've learned, it's that failure is one of the best teachers in life. You will learn more from your failures than you will ever learn from your successes. Life is going to challenge you. Life is going to challenge you to be brave, to grow thick skin, and to find a way to keep moving forward with your life. Young Braves, don't let bullies or bad breaks hold you back from being yourself and from living your life to the fullest. Because in life, it is inevitable. Mean people will say things about you that are untrue and unfair. And they'll say these things about you because they have no idea who you really are. And they don't deserve to. In life, it is inevitable. Bad or misguided people will try to get you to do bad things. Young Braves, trust me on this. To be cool, you do not have to do drugs. You do not have to be disrespectful to other people. You do not have to damage other people's property. See, to be cool, you don't have to do any of that. You just have to be yourself. And if you know who you are going into it, it's a lot easier to say no. And Braves, in life, it is inevitable. Bad things are going to happen to you. And when those bad things happen, they're not going to be convenient, and they're not going to feel good, and it's going to be something you don't deserve. Life's not easy sometimes. But I can tell you this, the harder the challenge you face, the stronger the person you're going to become because of it. So young Braves, face those challenges. Okay? Embrace them, deal with them, and then move forward with your life. You don't want to dwell on the past. Tell you a little secret about life. See, life is not what happens to you. Life is how you interpret what happens to you. So this is important, young Braves. So listen to this. This makes sense. What you consistently believe on the inside will eventually become your reality on the outside. Okay, what you consistently believe on the inside will eventually become your reality on the outside. Ultimately, there's one person on this earth who is going to wind up deciding how happy or sad your life feels, how good or bad your life feels, or how fulfilling or empty your life feels. And that one very important person who's going to decide all of that is you. You make that decision. Okay? You're not alone, young Braves. You are never alone. Your dad loves you with all of his heart and all of his being. Your dad will do anything for you. Your dad's going to be there with you in mind, body, and spirit forever. But you and only you will decide what to make out of your life. Young Braves, repeat after me. Life is what you make it.
Life is what you make it.
Life is what you make it. Young Braves, be brave, be yourself, and make your life great. I'm counting on all of you to do that. Give me a big aho.
Aho!
And a ho-ho. I get confused what you're allowed to say these days.
Ho ho. Ho ho.
So, young Braves, I got to tell you something. This aging out ceremony, for the Braves that participate in this, it is the highest honor you can achieve as an Indian Guide Brave. This is something you have to put a lot of years of hard work and dedication into. So the Braves that we're going to honor tonight, we got to give them all the respect in the world as we go through the ceremony. So, in just a moment here, I'm going to call these Braves to the front of our council, okay, one father, son at a time, and then we can give them the honor and respect that they're due. And we're going to start in the Cherokee tribe. Where's the Cherokee tribe? All right. Where's Howling Coyote and Growling Coyote? Oh, no, I'm good. Yeah. I guess so. Congratulations. I guess. Yeah. Go do that. Okay, where's the Chippewa tribe at? All right, Chippewa tribes everywhere. Great Shark and Yellow Shark, please join us at the front. Oh, I like those hats. Okay, Painted Crab and Flying Eagle from the Chippewa tribe, please come and join us. Standing right next to me. I knew that. Okay, and also from the Chippewa tribe, Timber Wolf and Howling Wolf. Please join us. You can have enough space up here, Braves. Okay, where's the Mighty Creek? Aho! Okay, 4 fathers and sons are aging out from the creek. 2 of them could not be here tonight. So we want to honor Silver Panther and Pouncing Panther, and also White Tiger and Bengal Tiger. Okay, they could not be here tonight, so we got to keep them in our minds as we go through the ceremony.
Aho!
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 Crazy Cheetah and Running Cheetah, please join us. And also Stalking Bobcat and Fierce Bobcat from the creek. See, I knew that. I knew they were here all along. Okay, and where is the Mighty Miami? Oh! All right. That's great. So Big Bear and Little Bear, let's have you come to the front. Man, that is a beautiful area you got there. And where's Navajo? All right, Navajo. All right, let's have Firehawk with his sons Fire and Firestorm. Please join us. Hey, guys. Oh, no. We're missing Firestorm.
Firestorm.
All right, Canaveral Nation. You see before you an outstanding group of Braves who have earned the right to participate in this year's Broken Arrow ceremony. Through participating in the program, they've learned a lot about the father-son relationship. They spent time together that is considered quality. Guys, I'm sure you know in this day and age It's hard to find quality time where we don't have a phone in our hands, a TV on, an iPad in our lap. One of the great things about the Indian Guide program is it has fathers, sons, and families coming together to spend real quality time doing meaningful things. So they've been doing that for years. Their bonds have grown stronger and stronger every step of the way. And again, tonight we're recognizing all that effort. So Young Braves, everyone has an arrow in their hands. Is that correct? Anybody missing one?
I'm missing one.
Okay, we're missing one over here. Does anybody have an extra?
No.
All right, you'll have to wait till next year. I'm sorry, but. All right, Young Braves, take a real good close look at the arrow that you have in your hand. Okay, what you found to be true about that arrow, obviously it's very straight and it's very true. Young Braves, it really is a good analogy in life. As you move forward, make sure you live your life in such a way that you remain straight and true to the values that are important to you. Okay, all those aims that we learn in the Indian Guides, all of those aims have very special meaning, and when you put them into practice in the real world, it makes you a very successful young man. So don't forget those aims. Now, all that stuff I said about not damaging property and all that, let's just forget about that for 1 second and break the arrow in half. Young Braves, break that arrow in half. You're going to give the pointed end of that arrow to your father. That pointed end is going to remind your father of your start in life. Okay, all of the accomplishments that you've had so far, and all of the accomplishments that you're sure to have as the years continue. Trust me, Young Braves, the most exciting part of your father's life is watching you grow and succeed. Okay, and that's what that pointed arrow is going to remind him of on a daily basis. So, in your hands, Young Braves, you have the broken end that has the feathered at the end. Okay, that feathered end is going to remind you of the guidance that you have received and the guidance that you're going to continue to receive from your father. Big Braves, at this time, stand behind your son with your hands on his shoulders. Young Braves, listen to my words. There is not one man on this earth who cares about you or loves you more than the man who stands behind you right now with his hands on your shoulders. It's important to know, Young Braves. I just talked to you about how life's not easy. One of the great things about life is that you can always turn to your dad for help. So remember, anytime you need help, you can always turn to your father. For you are a very, very important part, the most important part of your father's life. Young Braves, never ever forget this. Big Braves, hear my words. As you stand behind your son tonight, you are your son's greatest hero. Continue to live your life in a way that has your son look at you as the greatest hero on the planet. And continue to grow your relationship. So, Young Braves, even though we are aging out of the program tonight, and in a way, you're saying goodbye to the Indian Guide program, this is actually an exciting new beginning for you. Because, of course, you're going to still come and visit the Indian Guides regularly. And you are going to move on with your life and continue to accomplish great things. So, keep all of this in mind. Remember all the great times you've already started with your dad. And also, think about all the exciting memories you're going to make with your dad in the years ahead. So as you're thinking about all that, turn around and hug your dad as appreciation and thanks for starting you on your journey through life. So give your dad a good hug. Me big aho. That's called fathers and sons getting along. So the time has come for you Braves to depart our Indian Guide Council. And as part of the ceremony, you're going to remove an article from your Indian apparel, and you're going to cast it in that really big fire that you guys started over there. And so the way we'll do this, guys, I'm going to have the young Braves go, and then I'm going to have the big Braves go. So young Braves, go ahead and proceed to the council fire to make your sacrifice. So keep in mind, the spirits of your sacrifices will bless you with many moons of happiness and success. So Braves, maybe someone can tell me which way east is. That's the way you're supposed to be walking now. Yeah, you guys are good. Go ahead and toss it in there. And guys, you're going to walk to the east, so never eat. I think it's that way. But wherever it is, you're going to walk in that direction. Yep. And Braves, walk toward me. I'm not sure where east is. I'm having a hard time. So as the sun rises in the east to start each new day, what you Braves need to keep in mind is you can always get up and start a new day and continue on with your life as does the sun. I found that to be very helpful because on the really bad days, sometimes you have to press the reset button, wake up early the next morning, and get started on a better day. So that's what the sun does every day. All right, big Braves, proceed to the council fire and make your sacrifice. Off goes the shirt. Big Braves, you're going to move a little bit to the east anyway, not too far. So, as the sun sets, Big Braves, whoa! Who's the prankster? Boy, those are nice. So Big Braves, always remember to live your life in such a way that will bring great pride and contentment to the end of your days. Man, that's still going to go. All right, guys, for the last part of our ceremony, what we're going to do is I'm going to call each father and son to join hands. You guys can join hands here at the center of the council, and then you're going to walk. I think that's south. I'm having a hard directional line. And as you guys walk off, be reminded of all the great times that you've shared in the Indian Guide program, and also remember the warmth and the love that exists in the father-son relationship. So we're going to start with the Cherokee. Jeffrey and Hunter Dedrick, please join hands. Big aho! Aho! Okay, from the Chippewa, Mike and Kyle Stelzer, join hands. And guys, aho! Also wanted to note, this man right here's got a familiar face because he's been in the program since 1996, is that right? All right, almost 20 years. That's a real big aho. All right, Chris and Nick Makowitz, please join hands. Aho! Aho! All right, also from the Chippewa, Jim and Joe Thomas, join hands. Aho! All right, from the Creek, Ray and Philip Corvo, join hands. Aho! 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 All right, who are we missing? The Creek. Oh, that's right. I knew this. Yeah. All right, Jeff and Jacob Pelham, join hands. Aho! All right. Ted and Jonah Moore, please join hands. Aho! Logan or Brennan? Okay. And Jeff and Logan Lures, join hands. Aho! 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 All right, big round of applause, big aho. So, guys, tonight we've witnessed a very special program, Fathers and Sons reaffirming the goal of the Indian Guide program, okay, which is to strengthen the bond between father and son and prepare the son for a very successful life. So may we all continue to exhibit conduct that is worthy of the respect that makes us all pals forever. And before I go, Canaveral Nation, has anyone ever heard of a man named Big Buffalo? All right, you might have seen him driving around town. He's got a white van that has a golden buffalo on the back of it. I still remember it had to be 30 years ago. The phone rang. I answered the phone, and he said, Mr. Zeller? And I said, no, he's not here right now. Can I take a message? And they said, yeah, please tell your dad that the golden buffalo tire cover is ready. And see, in my household, that's perfectly normal. But Big Buffalo, come up here. Big Buffalo is, he doesn't want you to know this, but he's celebrating his 21st birthday tonight. He's mad at me now. You know what, Mike might be for you.
Can I make this work?
Yes.
Okay, I just came up. I really wanted to spend just a few minutes and give you a brief history of the Y Indian Guides here at Canaveral Nation. Back in the early 60s, when they were working on the Saturn moon rockets, we had a bunch of dedicated people out there working overtime, working all the time. And they kind of got together and decided we really need to spend some more time with our sons. So they got together and formed the Canaveral Nation Y Indian Guides way back in the early 60s. Now, we don't have too much history of all those years because all those records, since about like 1979 have been destroyed or, lost. So we don't know very much about Canaveral Nation as a whole. But one of the reasons that they formed this group was to go on campouts with their kids, with their boys. And just as I joined Guides in 1979, the first campout I went to with my son, Brave Buffalo, the thing that amazed me the most was like this, the big huge bonfire. And then the war games on Saturdays. It was just so much exciting to see your son running up and down the field and earning a little ribbon. And he collected many ribbons over the years. But I was fortunate enough, I had 3 more boys. And Water Buffalo here is one of them. He joined the nation. I guess his first camp out was like I would say 82 or 83, I forget. So, but we've had many good years together in the Guides. I have another son here tonight, Fast Buffalo, one that couldn't make it, Brave Buffalo. Anyway, we have had many good adventures in the Guides, and we did manage to spend a lot of time together, and that's one of the big benefits of this program. The other thing I wanted to mention was many years ago they used to have national longhouses when Indian Guides from all over the country would get together and share ideas on different things. And we had a member of our nation, Slipping Stone, William Watkins. He went to the National Longhouse in North Carolina back like, I'm thinking about 84. And he came back with this ceremony that Water Buffalo so eloquently presented tonight. And we have been using that ever since. And one thing I wanted to add to that was, I believe Water Buffalo has accomplished a lot in his life since he left the Guides. And I wanted to present him with an arrow with a completed tip on it, because he has definitely earned this arrow. So I'd like to do that for him. I was really proud of his accomplishments over the years. That's, I believe, one thing that all you young braves that have went through that program tonight will be aiming for also, to complete that arrow that you broke today. Anyway, thanks, guys.
Aho, Canaveral Nation.